Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos. I'm sending you this video devar from Orleans, Massachusetts, Cape Cod, on Pleasant Bay, and it is very pleasant. It's one of my favorite places in the whole world, and especially to be here with family and to be here with my grandson Milo. And together we're discussing the Torah portion for this Shabbat. We have just begun the book of Devarim, the fifth book of the Torah, also called Deuteronomy. First, on the word Devarim. Devarim means words. And this entire book you could see as Moses's final sermon. It's the longest sermon in history until we get to these high holy days, perhaps. But it's the longest sermon, and Moses is preparing the Jewish people to enter the land of Israel. And you could say the theme is blessings and curses. That if you obey God's commandments, you will be blessed. And if you defy God's commandments, well, don't even think about it. The other term is Deuteronomy, and that means second law. And here again we have the 10 Commandments, similar to Exodus, but in a slightly different form. There are some changes, and if you come to Torah study this Shabbat, Cantor Neil will point out some of the contrast between the first 10, the second 10, but it's really the same 10 Commandments given by God to Moses. What is considered the most important commandment is honoring your mother and your father. And you do that, don't you, Milo? All the time, right? Anyone else? Also your little brother, Jack.
Yeah.
You forgot his name? Anyway, so we read the 10 Commandments, but more than that, we try to live by God's commandments, as many as we can. Being here by the water, it reminds me of a midrash. It is Cape Cod, and we're surrounded in the water by horseshoe crabs. And there is an elderly gentleman that every morning comes here to this beach. And when all the horseshoe crabs are up on the beach, one by one, he takes them and puts them back in the water. This is one that didn't make it. And that's what happens when a horseshoe crab is left on the beach for a little while. It dies. And we're gonna throw this back in anyway to the show. But there's a midrash of another man that used to pick up starfish from the beach, hundreds and hundreds of them. And when he was questioned, why is he doing that? Because, you know, he will never be able to throw all the starfish back, but he picks up one and he says, but for this one, it makes a difference. Deuteronomy teaches we should try to make a difference, one mitzvah at a time. We perhaps cannot complete the entire task, but there are certainly things we can do.
Yep.
And that's what we strive to do. Think about that. This Shabbat, service is 7 p.m. and Cantor Neil's going to be leading services. Please join him for this spiritual and beautiful prayer service with song, music, and so much joy. And we say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Good luck.
Thanks.